You know, we gave up 10 threes tonight. Wasn't great percentage, 38's pretty good. And better than average. The two best free throw shooting teams in the conference, so you knew both teams were going to make free throws. But we missed some big ones. We missed 3 during the comeback. We cut it to 5 or 4. I think we could have gotten it to 4. We missed 2, and then we split 2. We could have actually gotten it to 2. So when we did what we had to do, you know, a championship team has games like this. We were 4 of 20 from 5 feet from the basket in the first half. You look at the shot chart, you'll see that. I don't know what we were in the second half. I haven't had time to look at it, but I know it wasn't much better. So you're going to have a game like that. When you have it against a good team like Milwaukee is, you got to find the championship team finds a way to win at home. And we were on our way to doing that, and we missed some free throws, and then we made some really, really bad plays defensively. You know, I just think we have to get tougher, and I'm going to call one play out that I think signifies the difference in where we're at in our journey to become a champion. And that was in the first half. There was a ball that got batted around in our offensive end, and it went down and started rolling across the court towards the baseline, towards the scoreboard. And we had a guy on that side of half court, and Tibby was at about the free throw line. And that kid took off like a locomotive to go get that ball. And we half-assed walked after the ball, thinking it was going to roll out of bounds and it was going to be our ball. And what did he do? He ran right by our guy and picked the ball up when it was about 2 inches from going out of bounds and laid it in. And that's us. We're 2 inches away. But we have yet to learn that type of intensity and that type of toughness that kid brings to the table. And that's why Milwaukee was in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. And that's why as long as that kid's on the floor, they got a chance to beat anybody. Because he brings a mentality of toughness that we have to learn. And that's my assessment of it.
Questions for the players, Kate Felder and Jalen Hayes.
Okay, to start the second half, you guys were 2 for 10 from the field. I think you scored 5 points in the first 7 minutes or so. Just kind of what did you see out there? Is it just missing shots that could good looks, or what did you see?
We definitely had some good looks. It was just missed them. You know, you're so close to the basket, you think you got it, and you miss it. I would say it's a lack of focus, because how can you not make that when those shots you do shoot every day in practice? Yeah, just missed them.
You guys are now 3 and 4 at home in the league. You're undefeated on the road. So what would you attribute that to? Is it just kind of one of those weird things, or kind of what in your mind is the problem there?
I can't say. I'm not in everybody's head. I don't know, but it's weird. It's a weird thing that happened. You went on the road, but at home you kind of have a deterioration or something like that. We just can't figure it out, but we have to figure it out, and we have to figure it out fast because we have another home game in less than 48 hours.
Jalen, you had a couple dunks, I believe, 22 points, pretty much throughout the game. You were bringing the intensity. How did you keep that up? At times, might as well have been silent.
I mean, I made a couple plays, you know, just catching the ball and finishing, but overall, I mean, I wouldn't say I had the best game either. You know what I mean? I was trying to, you know, stay aggressive. You know, when Kay would penetrate and dish it off, or anybody, I would do my best to catch and finish. But man, me as well as the rest of my guys, we got to pick it up defensively, because that's what's going to win or lose us games.
Jalen, can you talk about the challenges? They're kind of like a little bit like Valpo with Peters, where you got to step out and you got to guard their bigs. When you see that, I mean, just having to worry about that extra threat, dealing with them inside, and then Tybee brings the intensity inside even.
Yeah, playing versatile guys like that, it should be something I, look forward to, because that's something I would like to do as well. But I don't know, like I said, just not being alert defensively the whole 40 minutes. Just a lot of defensive mental errors that can't happen, obviously, because it showed, when they do happen, we lose.
Any more questions for the players? Yeah, so.
It's okay. Obviously, they announced on last week. You got the assist record. I mean, where is that in your mind with this obviously painful loss?
It's not in my mind. I thank my teammates for it, my coaches for it, but other than that, it's gone now. It's only in my head because you bring it back up, but I'm ready for the next game. That's all that's on my mind right now.
Okay, guys. Thanks for your time. All right, open up questions for Coach Kampe.
Kind of talked this week about having that third scoring option, how important it was for you guys. I mean, Nick had 13, but it seemed like you guys didn't really have that third option today, huh?
We didn't. Our bigs were really, really bad around the basket. Really bad around the basket. Even Jalen, we kept going to him. And, of the 8, probably 4 of them were uncontested, where Kay had made a really good play and he got the ball uncontested. But, when we just missed point blank layups. And, it's tough to win when you do that. It really is against a good team. It's tough to win. We scored 85 points, but that's an aberration with the way that we played. It's because there were so many possessions. We kept, late in the game, we have to gamble. They scored probably 30 points in the last 6 minutes of the game because now you got to gamble and trap and give up, shots and things like that. I've never seen this before. They had 7 offensive rebounds that just went out of bounds. Where, we hit the ball and it goes out of bounds on that's. How many times did Jalen drop the ball? How many times did, we catch the ball and fumble it? I mean, it was just, I don't know, man. It's February. You can't have that. That looked like for us offensively, it looked like a game at Christmas time after coming back from, 4 days off or something like that. Like the Chicago State game, You just can't have that right now. And again, I go to toughness. We just have to get tougher. This team's got to get tougher. We've got to understand the moment and get tough.
I feel like this team gets jacked when in front of big crowds. I feel like in the second half, they got it, and you could see the intensity was there all around. And, crowds started getting into it, and you've seen the effort's been there when the really big crowds are in the building. It seems like they kind of take it up that next level.
We've had big crowds all year, and we haven't won at home. I mean, we're going to break all kinds of attendance records, and we're falling flat on our face for our fans. So I don't know how to answer that question. I know I'm just not happy with the way we're playing here. And it all starts with that play. That play that I talked about is a microcosm of who we are. Okay, it's cool, We got to get tougher. Just got to. That guy should have sprinted after that ball, picked that damn thing up, and turned around and went the other way. Well, I'm going to jog after it, and then the locomotive comes through there and makes the play. And not only do they score 2 points, it jacks their team up and their bench up, and they think, oh, we can kill these guys. They're soft. It was a big, big play in the game. It may have just been 2 points. It's such a telling play.
You talked about toughness a little bit, but it seems like you guys have been able to display that on the road, but maybe not at home. What can you maybe attribute to that to? It's kind of weird that you guys, be able to win some of the games on the road and struggle at home.
So you're right, it's weird. I wish I was smart enough to know, Dan. I really do. We did everything. We stayed in a hotel last night like it was a road game. We had the same shoot around we have on the road. It's different than what we have at home. We tried to portray a road situation for this game. And we came out, you know, we made 2 quick threes to be up 6-2, but they scored the next whatever points, got a healthy lead and just kept it. And we chased the whole game. I don't think after we got ahead 6-2, I would guess we never led again. Largest, Oakland led for 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Probably with that 6-2. So I don't know the answer to that. I wish I did, because I could fix it. But I think the answer, I think the problem is my opinion is the problem is what I'm talking about, toughness. And we just, you know, we continually have games like this where we don't shoot the ball well. And it's not bad shots. I mean, we had a possession in the second half where we're coming back that we had a wide open 3 from the wing, miss it. Hooper had a wide open 3 from the wing and missed it. We get the rebound, we kick it out, and I think it was Daniels had a wide open 3 and missed it. We get the rebound, we kick it out, back to Nick. Nick drives, it looks like he's going to shoot a layup, and then sees Hooper at the top of the key and throws it out to him to another wide open shot, and he misses it. Second half, you're behind, you got to make one of those shots. You got to make. I mean, that's what our strength is the ability to make shots, and we shoot again 39% from the floor at home. No, it's easy to see.
Have you guys tried staying in a hotel before at home like this?
Yeah, we did that before the Wright State game. We played pretty good that night, so we decided to do it again.
So like you said, I mean, it's easy to see the toughness problem, but how do you teach that? Is it possible to teach that?
You know, it's a good question. I've coached kids that have gotten tougher as time went on and as they grew up. And I think this team, I think we've made strides in that. Tonight it reared its ugly head again. And again, can't give Milwaukee credit. Austin Arians was 5 of 6 from the 3, you know. Tibby had an all-league level. He's an all-league player, and he had an all-league level game. And they had their backs to the wall. This was a must-win game for Milwaukee. They're coming off 2 losses on the road last week. They had to win today if they were going to get the double bye. And they played with their back to the wall, and they played great. And their all-league player was outstanding.